ear to shoulder. Let that drop. Good. Drop that ear to shoulder. Let that. That's good. Good. Hey everybody, I got Noah Jones here today. Noah's a swimmer on the swim team, headed to college to swim Division II at Bridgeport, Connecticut. We were just talking about all the events he does, the hardest ones there are. 2 back, 4 IM, 2 fly.
Yep.
Yeah, very hard events. So we're going to get him in tip-top shape. And one of the things, I mean, we obviously work on shoulder and neck a lot. Look straight ahead. Yeah, because if you can see, scoot forward just a little bit because I wanted to show this, like a little bit longer here than here. So there's a little bit of a curve here. The head is translated over here. So a little asymmetry that we need to work on, at least the function of that. And then we're going to make sure he's balanced. The low back's been good though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So what we need to work on today that you pointed out was some ankle flexibility and probably some hip. Let's see squat. So when you get deep,
normal squat?
Yep. So he's moving over to the right, and then the heels have to come up in order for him to squat. Let's see how it looks on the ramp.
Okay.
You're gonna back up, don't fall. Okay, and try that again. Any easier?
Yeah.
So that helps. So this the ramp, so it might be where as we work on increasing the flexibility, you could use a ramp to be able to do the squat.
Okay.
Or get your heels up on something. But let's see that again. Let me track you again. Okay, good. Any tension pulling anywhere?
Yeah, just the front of my...
Okay, yep. And then anything in the hips at all?
Not really.
Okay, come back up. All right, so that made a big difference because then on the floor, you were really listing over to the right side, so you have some imbalance. Let's work on that.
Okay.
Okay, so normal adjustment. Let's go on your stomach.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put that there for right now. Let me move this so I don't trip on it. And I've been seeing you for a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, probably about at least 2, right? Or a year and a half.
Let's see. I feel like it's been a little longer, but yeah. Back when you were doing a lot of, you had the Epstein bar. How long ago was that?
That was like my sophomore year, so at least like 2 years, year and a half.
Yeah, because I think we worked on that a little bit. All right, so when I lift your legs up, do you feel that at all?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you feel it?
Kind of like in the same spot there.
Okay. All right, so we definitely have some tension there we got to work on, but I'm going to start with your pelvis. And you were saying you swim 8:30 to noon.
Yeah.
Every day in the summer. Was it hard today?
Yeah, it was kind of hard. It was a lot of freestyle.
With your hips. I don't know that I've ever adjusted your hips before. We're going to start there. All right, so when do you leave?
I don't have to go till September 4th.
Okay. You got a whole summer.
Yeah.
And you're working.
Yeah, I'm lifeguarding again.
It's a good job for a swimmer.
Yeah, that's true.
So just making sure your sacrum is tracking. Raise your right leg up to the ceiling. So straight leg. Lift it up.
Oh.
Yeah, just like that. Good. Okay, and let me see the other side. Okay, down. Did either side feel heavier than the other?
Maybe the right a little.
Yeah, it wasn't a big difference. Let's cross the right over the left.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, now try right leg. Straight leg up and down. Left leg. Any different? About the same.
Yeah, it was a little easier on the right.
A little bit, not a lot, but dang, this is really tight.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's just always been like that.
Okay, so we're gonna, when I flip you over, we're gonna look at that. I have more to do in your low back. So.
Okay.
Okay, take a nice big breath in. Let it all out. Let that drop. Good. Let's try that one more. Breathe in and out. Blow it out. Blow it. Let the chest drop. Good. Okay. Breathe in and out. Let it drop all the way. Good job. Let's check the shoulders. So I have to work on the scapula. There's a little bit of rotation in here. Turn your head, look to the right, and back to the middle. And look up and down. And then press your face straight down and release. Good. Press your face down again. Good. Release. I have to adjust your occiput today. Okay. So let me just check. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have you lie on your left side.
Okay.
Face me. Just like that. Perfect. Good. Okay, straighten the bottom leg. Yeah, bend this. Bring your hips towards the edge, towards me. Good. Yeah, perfect. Good. Let me take this. You got it. Nice deep breath. Good job. Let that open. I'm going to squeeze it a little bit more here. Yeah, good. Let that open up. Good. Drop the shoulder back. Yes. Good. I had to put some meat on that. Some oomph. Good. Yes.
Okay.
Got some good motion in there, though. Perfect. Okay, same thing. Nice deep breath. And go. Let that out. Let that, yeah, shoulder back, open. Perfect. Good. On your back.
Okay.
Not real noisy today, but I felt really good motion. You feel that?
Yeah.
Perfect. So neck is super important for, breathing when you're swimming, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're looking up or turning your head. Do you wear a nose plug with backstroke?
No. I used to.
What does that help with?
A nose plug? Mm-hmm. It helps the water not get in when you're on your back underwater. Because typically it kind of comes in through your nose.
Maybe that's why I hate backstroke. Like, I don't, I love being deep underwater, but I have to be on my front. If I'm on my back, I like panic. So I have terrible backstroke underwaters, right?
Yeah.
Like, I get to like the flags and I'm like, just let me breathe. All right, we're gonna just right here. Perfect. Relax your shoulder, right shoulder down, ear to shoulder. Let that drop. Crunch. Good, relax your head. Oh, relax. I'm gonna move it. There we go.
Okay.
Good. Drop that ear to shoulder. Let that. That's good. Okay, so. That's really tight. Oh, Amazon's here. Good. Open up that hip. Open, open. Okay, good. Oops. Same thing here. Good. Good. Okay. So that still didn't do a whole lot. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to just, actually, it's okay if I take them off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm going to do a little bit of scraping. That's the muscle that we're talking about being really tight is the anterior tibial muscle. Anterior tibial. So I feel like it's also really, you have a really tight retinaculum through here. So that might not feel great, but let's see if we can get a little more motion in there.
Okay.
When there's something tight in the body, there's a reason. So it isn't always like we want to get more motion or flexibility. We're trying to increase function.
Okay.
But also, if there's a reason why it's tight here, we got to get to the bottom of that. Otherwise, any gains will be short term. So we're going to just see if there's anything we need to open up here.
Okay.
You just tell me if that's too much. It can be a little intense, but
That's fine.
you okay?
Yeah.
Doing okay?
Yeah.
How intense is that?
It hurts a little, but it kind of tickles.
There's not a lot of soft tissue in there, so this is mostly fascia and like there's a tendinous bands around there. How's that feel?
It hurts a little. It's not.
It's so nice. Yeah. Okay. Feels a little easier. Let's do the other side.
Okay.
And then I'm going to work on the hips a little bit more too.
Okay.
And then we'll retest and see, because this is just theory right now.
Yeah.
I don't know until we kind of get into it and see what do we need to do. We have a little time before you go. Did you ever sprain your ankles?
I mean, I ran a lot and played basketball, so I'm assuming I probably did at some point, but I never really like got it checked. I remember I used to have a lot of ankle problems.
Did you? Well, it maybe evolved into this.
Okay. That side hurts a little more than the other side.
It's a little bit more ropey. If I can feel it, like I'm bouncing off of it a little bit. So on the other side, I could do a full stroke up, but a little more tension on this side. How long have you been swimming? Since you were little, right?
Probably since I was 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So, almost about 12 years.
Well, congrats on getting to go to college and swim. That's huge.
Thank you.
You know, because it's so competitive here, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a fun fact that you're going to college where I did my master's in nutrition.
Yeah.
It's a small school.
I know.
Yeah. That's a little intense back there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can see, I'm getting more reaction down there. There's a lot of tension in there, so this is definitely something we can work on, I think. Okay, let's see if there's anything else to adjust in there. Hold this leg out strong. Don't let me push it in. Yes, so like that. Hold it. Hold here. Good. Hold it here. Okay, hold it here. Hold it here. Okay, good. Same thing on this side. Just hold that out strong. And hold that. Yes, good. Hold here. Hold here. Hold here. Hold here. Good. Okay. Let's check the hips. So we're going to just test. Good. How's that feel coming around?
It's good. A little tight, but.
Yeah, a little easier coming out here, but as I come in, so let's just work on that just a little bit. So we're going to just use the table. And just. Good. Good. Now let's see. A little easier.
Yeah, I heard a pop.
In your knee? Yeah, I felt that. Okay, same. How's that feel?
Feels good. A little more tight.
Yeah, I could feel stickiness when yeah. Okay, so better this way, but when I open it, do you feel that difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna, this is your right one, so it was the excellent rotate. Okay. So first I'm gonna do it here. Still a little sticky opening, yeah?
Yeah.
Where do you feel that? You feel that over in here?
I feel it the most sore when I go this way, but it kind of like gets a little clicky.
Catches there, yeah. So lie on your side facing that way.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm gonna look at the soft tissue in there real quick. You feel that in there? Your face was pretty, but I could feel it. You were like,
Yeah.
even more than when I was scraping. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on there, and you're
Okay.
gonna bring your knee to your chest. Okay, so let's switch. Bend the bottom leg. Perfect, and just relax that leg. And when I tell you, you're gonna move.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Bring that up. A little sore under my thumb. Keep going. You got
Okay.
it. You can grab it with your arm if you want and help you. That's it. Excellent. Good. You're doing good. Good. And come back. Whew. You asked me, right? Go ahead. Yep. Okay. Keep going. Perfect. Good release. Good job. Good job. Perfect. Okay, good. And you let go. You feel that more there or when I go on the back side?
Probably the back side.
Right there. Okay, let's try right there. Last one, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead. Perfect. Good. Yes. Excellent. Good. Whew. See, we both get a workout. Let's recheck. On your back. Okay. That feels easier. A little bit. Still, I can feel there's a little catch. It's much better, but right there, there's a little resistance. So we're going to work on that.
Okay.
I think if we spend a little more time working on that, that's going to help both sides. So let's stand up, and we're going to recheck. So just kind of shake that out for a second. How's that feel?
Okay.
Feel any different?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's first try squat without the thing, because... Okay, so, yeah, I think we're going to have to work on that. Now, if you get all the way down, can you get there? Or you can't even get there?
Maybe if I go really wide. If I go really wide, I can. But my feet are like almost turned all the way.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you still feel that in the front? Let's try
if I go really wide, it kind of, some up here too. Like
okay.
Right there.
Yeah, because you're really turning that externally. And that's what I think is happening already. So that's something we got to work on. Okay, let's try it on the ramp.
Okay.
And try it this way now. Go ahead. How's that feel?
Yeah, it's definitely better than before.
Yeah.
I didn't make it all the way down before. I only got to like there.
Yeah, okay. Okay, now you can get all the way down with the feet down?
Yeah. Oh.
Raise the ramp? Okay. Here, step off for a sec. Let me try it. Let's try like that.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
There we go. So this might be something, this kind of tool would be something that would be good for you because you'd be able to do squats in correct form without compromising.
Yeah.
Because anytime you're doing that, you're not able to use the full. So if they have something like this, I just got it on Amazon.
Okay.
So it's something like this so that you can do full squat and spend some time hanging out in that squat position and just resting there, right?
Okay.
And the more you do that, you're in the end range. So anytime there's an issue with flexibility, it's because your body just doesn't really trust that it can hang out in that end range.
Okay.
Right? So the more you can hang out in that end range will allow your body to go like, oh wait, I can do this. And that's when the tissue changes.
Okay.
Forcing it, trying to do like crazy stuff won't, or, stretching won't change it. But by getting this and then spending some time in that position, give some trust in your body and will change the tissues. So that's the homework for you. And then we'll just keep working. Turn the face that way. We're going to keep just working on, keep working on that, especially this left ankle and then the right hip.
Okay.
Correct? Is that what we did?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, let me just test your feet together. Make sure we got everything. Hold your arms strong here. Right foot forward. And switch. Left foot forward. You relax your arm. I'm going to do this one. Hold that up. Stay right there. I'm going to do a little bit with your foot forward. Right on your butt. Perfect. Good. And hold there. Very good. Cool. All right. Well, I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we'll just make a plan. You'll come back this summer. We'll do
Okay.
this at home, and then we'll keep working on stuff.
Okay.
And send you off to college swimming fast.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.